will we not have a right to reject him by saying, bring your authority from the Quran? The Holy Quran says you are fit only to deal with the problems of Israelites. And you have come here claiming that you can resolve the Muslim problems which is an ummah, which is universal. Ummah of the Prophet Islam, of Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu of Islam, which covers everything. How could you do that? So these are the indicators. I'm not taking up the debate in depth and in detail, only I'm pointing out to you these areas of further research, and if you try to resolve the problem from all these, with the help of these references, I hope inshallah you will be guided to the right conclusion.
What have the classical scholars said about your interpretation?
Beg pardon?
About the interpretation your Jamaat gives?
You see, the scholars, that is the orthodox scholars, whom do they represent? If Messiah has come, let's suppose for a while, if a true, genuine Messiah has come, whom would the scholars represent to reject him? People like Jews, the ones to which Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah has referred, that they would be as similar to the Jews of that earlier period as one of the shoes of a pair is similar to the other. So it's not a question of whether Hazrat Mirza Sahib is right or wrong. It's a question to be decided in principle first. Then I can visualize you to be in agreement with me without any prejudices. Let's forget for a while the claim of Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Sahib to be that Messiah. Let us, for the sake of argument, accept that a Messiah is yet to come. Okay? When he comes, what would be the position of those ulama who reject him? Whom would they represent? God, Muhammad Rasulullah and Islam, or the distorted understanding of Islam of that period? What is your answer to that? Take your time and consider.
Yeah.
Digest this answer first, fully, mentally. You see, I am raising a hypothetical question and trying to answer the same. If Hazrat Mirza Sahib is not the Messiah who was prophesied by Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, then because he was right, a Messiah is yet to come. Agreed? If a Messiah is yet to come, and the people to whom he appears are, according to Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Sallam, so similar to the Jews of the time of Messiah that you can't draw a line of difference between them. If that is right, and is that right or not? This is right. That Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Sallam did predict that. Okay? What should be the reaction of the ulama, of the neo-Jews? Because Jesus Christ can only descend, according to the prophecies, among a Jewish-like people who cannot be differentiated with one with the other. What should be their reaction? Will the new Jews, as Muhammad Rasulullah said, I don't say that, don't take offense. As Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has described them to be, Jews so similar to the earlier Jews that no difference can be marked and observed. Then what should be their reaction to the Christ of that time?
Yeah. Isn't there a hadith that says none of the people of the book will fail to believe in him before his
Beg
death?
pardon?
None of the people of the book will fail to believe in him before his death.
That is a different verse, a complicated affair. I'll come to that later.
Okay.
If you raise that question, of course I will answer that. But what I'm now trying to do is to draw your attention to a very important matter of principle. When we say the Messiah has come and we present arguments in favor of his being the true Messiah, apart from other objections, one objection which is raised is the one which you just have raised. That if a Messiah has come, what about the ulama who oppose Ahmadiyyat and who have rejected him outright? Are they all mad? Didn't they understand these things? Why did they not accept him? And if they did not accept him and we did not, so it's okay by us. They are our religious leaders, we inquire from them, and they should have told us if the Messiah is right or wrong. Now this premise is wrong. Whether Messiah is right or wrong, that's irrelevant. The very premise is definitely wrong. On the Quranic statements, consistent Quranic statements with reference to religious history, and on the particular statement of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as to what would happen when Jesus descends, to whom he would come, among whom he would appear. That's the point. Yeah. He says he would appear among a people who apparently would be Muslims, but will have all similarities to the Jews of the time of Jesus Christ. Okay? What was their reaction to the true Jesus? See? Yeah, if they don't show the same reaction, then they are not similar. So the point of similarity is central to this argument. Yeah. You understand? Yeah, but again, I bring a very interesting thing to your notice, that one of the things which they demanded from that Jesus was that we are expecting an old prophet to descend bodily from heaven, who according to the Old Testament had ascended bodily to the heavens. And this time sitting on his chariot. He was drawn up into the heavens and is awaiting there, that is Elia, for his return before the time of Christ. This is exactly what is written in the Old Testament. So one of the objections of the people of that period to the Messiah of that period was that please show us that Elijah who has bodily descended from the heavens. The moment you do it, you would have established at least the basis of your truth. You could be possibly the same, but where is the Elijah? Do you reject the Old Testament and this divine prophecy? You see, when this matter was referred to Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, you know the answer, what it was? He referred to John the Baptist, Hazrat Yahya, and said, he is the same Elijah. I don't reject the prophecy, I accept it. But he is the Elijah who was to descend from heaven bodily, and he has appeared before you. The same objection was raised by the ulama and still is raised by the ulama of the present time against Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian. Do you or do you not read the word nuzul, which means descent? So tell us, if you have descended from the heaven bodily, or you have been born out of a human mother. And then they further, out of mockery, enlarge this objection by referring to the name of his mother. He said, what would be the name of your mother? Is it Chirag?